Let's talk about shutter speed. There are many variables that determine the exposure of your camera, and those are often referred to as the exposure triangle. One of those variables is your shutter speed. Now, the shutter speed is the amount of time that your shutter stays open, exposing your sensor, or your film if you're a hipster, to the light that is coming through your lens. The longer it stays open, the more light comes in and the brighter your image. But the shutter speed also affects motion blur. For example, if your shutter is open for a long time and I move like this, then your sensor just picked up all of that motion and recorded it in a single frame. Not if you got this so far, because it's about to get really confusing. If your shutter speed stays open for 1/60th of a second, then you have a shutter speed of 60. By default, you want your shutter speed to be twice the frame rate. So if you're shooting at a frame rate of 30 frames per second, then a shutter speed of 60 should give you just the right amount of motion blur. Or if you're planning on doing a slow-mo and shooting at 60 frames per second, you might want to change your shutter speed to 120. Any faster than that and it might look kind of choppy or uncomfortably crisp, while a slower shutter speed might give you too much motion blur.